Hello and welcome again. So we're gonna talk about, hack the box today. And I kind of decided to create a profile here and get started with this, called it the starting point. Yeah, I think starting point. Now I do find myself a bit confused with the interface and all the buttons everywhere I can click on. So I'm really looking forward to better understanding this interface Hack the Box have, because I'm very used to TryHackMe's one. So in this video, I'm gonna, basically just try and get, as much just done as I can, so you can follow along. And if you also have trouble understanding this thing here, well, I guess this video will help you to solve the task. So basically what I did is I did download my OpenVPN file, as you can see, which I connected to. Should be pretty standard. And then I connected to the starting point VPN before starting the machine. There was a green button, I pressed started, and it was started, and basically now it asked me a question. I also have an IP address here, I can copy it and go to, just put it in. Doesn't really give me much. Let's just try HTTP. No, not really. What we could also try is just to start up a new console here and see what if I do ping and then not the S, no. But I do ping the actual IP address that we still copy the S. So it's the same copy paste errors here on HackTheBox compared to TryHackMe. Let's go back. I can ping the machine, so there is something, we could probably run an nmap, on it just to try what is going on, and there is a port 23 on it. It's telnet, so I guess that's really good. However, what we need to do now is learn how to connect to the machine. And there's a link that I clicked here, and it basically redirects to a new page, Introduction to Lab Access. And let's talk about we used OpenVPN connections to create links between our machines. That's what we did. You get the OVPN file down. And then there are different kind of, tutorial and free packs and stuff like that. I haven't really gone that far, but it kind of shows what we can do here and how we can connect and stuff. I think just to look at this, Hack the Box still have some work to do if they want to be as popular as TryHackMe. But no, I'm gonna give it a go, and just try this Hack the Box. I think it's something new. I kind of gonna need to do something new sometimes. So we have the first question. What does the acronym VM stand for? I'll put virtual machine. I'll write that. I cannot spell to machine. Is that the way? Thank you. So we have the answer here, and I can now click show answer, and really good, that's what I typed myself. Now, what tool do we use to interact with the operating system in order to issue commands via the command line, such as the one start our VPN connection, is also known as a console or a shell? What tool do we use to interact with the operating system? I'm not really sure what they look for. Let me just give it a hint here. One word, yeah, I guess. It's also the name of location in any airport where passengers transfer between ground transportation facilities. Now, I'm not American or English, so I'm not really sure what that is called in English. That's a fun thing, I'm not really sure. What is it, like the location in the airport where passengers between ground facilities? What would that be called? I'm not really sure. I'm honestly not really sure about this, because I just have no idea. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. A terminal? Is that what I want me to type? Oh yeah, okay, it is terminal. I could have guessed that anyways. I did. That's the obvious disadvantage not being native English speaker. You don't really know what, these obvious questions. I kind of need to think about it in Danish. Like, what is it called? So, yeah. So, what service do we use to form our VPN connection into? That is OpenVPN. So far, so good. Alrighty then. What is the abbreviated name for tunnel interface Use VPN. I would guess that is SSH, just to know. What did I not read? What is the name for tunnel interface? In the output of a VPN, boot up sequence output. Let's have a look then. Isn't that what the ton? Is that what they mean? Great. So, what tool do we use to test our connection? Okay, so that would be ping, or just before. What is the name of the most common tool for finding open ports? That would be Nmap. What service did we identify running on port 23 during our scan? Now, we can go back here and check that we did find Telnet running, so I'm gonna go ahead and write Telnet. So, obviously, in order to understand how to solve this, you need to run the actual command. Not really sure if they give you the hint or something, but you know, running the command in map is, well, if this was TryHackMe, you know, you would definitely be given like execute this command and you should get something like that, and now you're gonna do it and you get something like this and then answer the question and you have some hints and stuff. So there are some things about a newcomer usabilities that I feel the HackTheBox still really needs to work on. Anyways, I like it so far. It's quite good. It's kind of gamification like. What username is able to log onto the server or telnet with a blank password? Is it root? Did they really? They did. So I guess I need to log on now to telnet. So let's try. And what did I type? I typed 2 times 10. So that is an old habit from TryHackMe. We can do that. I think I need to like user root and pass like that. No. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Password empty. Meow login. Meow. Oops. I'm not really sure. Let me just. It's not reacting. Let me just try one more time. Telnet. So I cannot remember exactly what to write, but as a user root, I think that was correct. Password. What did it say? Blank password. Enter. I don't know. Password. Password. It doesn't seem to be that blank as they told me to. The blank password. Is it really blank? I'm just gonna type password now. I don't know. Okay. What if I type root there? Okay, so wow. Okay, so I had no idea. Meow login, Meow. I had just whoa. You know? I was just guessing. Anyways, we're in the server. We have it. There's a flag. Flag.txt. We have it there. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go ahead and post it. And we did the very first part. So I'm gonna give you some reflections now. You know. Oh, Meow. Oh, that's really weird. Okay. So we did the very first one here. Okay, it's also called Meow. Okay. I think it's a fun way of starting your hacking career or hacking. You know, you want to try and learn. I wouldn't call this hacking. It's more like you logging into an FTP, telnet server. But you know, it's kind of funny. You know, I like the way they do the questions. It's like a gamification approach. I think that is a really good idea. TryHackMe just does it better. You know, a clear answer. They just does it better. You know, even the interface. Go ahead and look at this. You know, it's just easier to understand. You know, you have the task and stuff. You don't have anything, you know, really confusing all the site you have. You know, or well, the site here. You know, there are some things you can press, but because this other one here is like, wow, it's kind of different. But it's something they're working on HackTheBox. So basically, I would say, okay. So let's continue. Let's not be too hard, right? Let's be friendly now with HackTheBox. Now we have another box called Fawn, whatever. It's an animal. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna press the machine, and it seems like I can do that. What if okay, so the machine actually shut down when I completed it. That is a nice feature, I guess, that TryHackMe could, you know, think about as an option to enable or not. Because sometimes when you complete the machine, you like to stay connected. Maybe because you're recording a video, maybe because you just wanna, you know, do some more. You know, it's just So we are starting up now with this machine, and there are different questions again. There's a lot of boxes here. So we have this one called Explosion. It's a Windows box, and you can see the Windows icon on the different boxes. That this is Linux, this is also Linux, and you can even hover it and say it's Linux. I think that is actually quite interesting that they do these small animal faces. You know, I think it's quite cute. So we can stop and reset. We can also copy paste this in the manual way, as we learned already. So let me just go out of this, exit, quit. The terminal is dead. Fantastic. We just ping this address here. It's still the F thing. I have no idea why it says S. Oh please. There we go. And we have connection. So can I close this window now? Thank you. So I guess we're just gonna, you know, do what we usually do. Do an Nmap scan. You know, just do that always, because when you're doing an Nmap scan, you're basically just telling, you know, I know you haven't really learned the tools when you did in the start. You know, there wasn't really any, you know, from the learning tier 0. You know, how would I know? There's this one called enumeration, you know, but yeah, I wouldn't really say that they did it very well in the start here. You know, it says enumeration. There was one question at some point, the very first one, telling us to, you know, what is the Nmap, you know, and then, oh, we're gonna run it and stuff like that. So you kind of need to be, you know, directed towards the network enumeration with Nmap first. So if you open that, you know, just gonna, can I not do that? We need to click it and go away. Okay, so yeah. Then you know that it's just sign up for that, and it's it looks very nice. You know, you can learn about some different kind of things. You know, I would say, you know, just a description of this sounds really nice, like, you know, evasion stuff, and I guess it's a bit more pro in a way. So what you're gonna say here is you get this basic tool set. It's a medium requirement, and you get some pen test 447 sections. Cubes required. I really have no idea what this is. Cubes. Log in. I am logged in. So is that the form of currency? You know, cubes. I really don't know, but let's just click it. Can I click it? Oh yeah, I don't know. So 11 sections, medium, using web proxies. Interesting, but I cannot literally start. Oh, there's one there in map. No. So it would seem I need to do some more here and sign up and stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to do that right now. Anyways, this is probably what you should be doing. You know, I need to take a note here. Alright, so let's just get on with this, you know, fawn. I want to say that if you want to start with HackTheBox the way that I just did, you know, and you didn't do any of these, you know, windows that they didn't just recommend it, you know, it doesn't really. The intro tier 1 should be starting point, you know, it's all saying, hey, you're new, start here, you know, basically that's what they say. And I disagree with the way they do it, you know, but I think so far I still like what I see, it's just not as user friendly, you know, but let's just continue now. So we're gonna do this, and it's what does the FTP stand for? File Transfer Protocol. Okay, so let's get it. This is something I knew already, so just basically what you're gonna do is go to Google and just type FTP, and I guess it's just pop up, you know, File Transfer Protocol. Which port? 21. That is again just because I know it, and if you didn't know, you need to go to Google again and do some research. So already I get the feeling that HackTheBox require a bit more of you to invest more time, getting little help. They do make this the same what they do on TryHackMe with the stars and the answer. What acronym is used to secure the version of FTP? Not really sure what they mean, honestly. The difference between normal FTP service and secure versions: that the secure version runs the SSE protocol. Yes, it stands for secure shell. Following the logic, new protocol secure FTP. FTP. Yeah, okay. That's how inventive we are in society these days. Just put an S in front of it, and then boom, now it's secure. Anyways, let's continue. What is the command we can use to send the IMC? That is still ping, which is again something you need to kind of know, I guess, or you need to Google it and research it. From the scans, what is the version of FTP running on the server? Now, interesting. When they okay, so the hint actually tells you to do the version scan. So when you are running the nmap scan, like I just did, you don't get a version, right? When you run the nmap scan just like that, you scan for the most commonly used 1,000 ports. As you can see, it has not shown 999 closed ports, TCP ports, by the way, and only one of them were open. It doesn't mean it's not like 1 to 1,000. That's not what they mean. The common use is just all the normal common ports we use for stuff like 21, 22, 23, 80, 80, 9000, 5000, stuff like that, you know, that we see a lot. So what you need to do now is rerun the command with a flag called tag S, capitalized V. That is a version detection scan. It takes a bit longer because it needs to set traffic to the actual service and getting the header. The old way is doing netcat to it like this: 129, 120, 37, 194, press enter, and okay, and then say port 21, and sometimes you get a header directly back here. Now you see FTP, you can probably type help or version or hello or do something. It doesn't really do much, but you need to send some data, and some occasions you're gonna get something back. Now, I'm not a master of anything in the FTP protocols, I'm not gonna venture there, but it does ask us about this service here, the version we have at 303, and they want us to do what? Go away, pop up. The whole name, I'll put it in. From your scans, what operating, okay, so when you're doing a nmap scan, you know, I guess the hint also might tell you, you will get this Unix type sometimes, or you will see sometimes here in parentheses it says something like Ubuntu or Debian and whatever. It's very common that most of these operating systems is Ubuntu, but in this particular case it's a OS type, so it's Unix, not type. We're gonna type it, and by the way, it was displayed right there, info. You could also do an operating scan, you know, like tech capitalized an O. Gotta say two Zulu in front of it. go require that, and then you're gonna run this, and then it's gonna get back to you, and at some point you're gonna tell you about the O-rings, and it came back there, and you can see that it got some TCP fingerprint, and you can read here and says like, okay, so it's some Linux, you know, and depending on how they wish you to provide the answer to, well, to get this, typically when you ask for an operating system, you say Windows, but you don't necessarily say the version of it or how it's running or where it's running. But typically we say Linux. We don't really talk about which distribution. So is it Debian? Is it Red Hat? Is it Linux Kali, or what kind of distribution is it? So Unix is more like a general term for the whole operating system itself. So it's something just to think about when you're going to give this type of answers. Sometimes it's going to be quite tricky. What is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client help? So that would be FTP tag H. I would suggest, yes. What is username? What is username? What is username? That's a very bad English. What is the username? Thank you, HackTheBox. If you want to watch this, maybe gonna fix the language, because what is username is like it's a red flag. You know, really fix it. What is the username that is used over FTP when you want to log in without having an account? That would be anonymous. I cannot spell it. I cannot pronounce it properly, so I'm gonna go and anonymous, and there it was. So I'm gonna take the name there and put it in anonymous. We can do that, by the way, just now. We can go back here and clear the screen and say FTP. I need to. There we go. FTP, and you just type in the IP address just like this. It's quite easy to connect to FTPs, and you just do that, and you paste in anonymous. And password sometimes need to be anonymous or clear. You can say okay, clear. So ls, and you see that we have a flag. So you're gonna type get flag.text, exit this, and cat flag.test out to the screen, and you're gonna get this flag right here. And that is also the answer we need to supply, I guess, somewhere. But let's just keep it there for now. So we were a bit too fast. I'm sorry. What is the response code to get FTP messages login successful? No idea. Let's check it out. 230. You know, these kind of things, by the way, is what I usually call lookup knowledge. You know, when I say lookup, it means like a dictionary kind of knowledge. You kind of need to remember all these kind of things, but it would be really good if you kind of remember the overall idea of what is a response code, and you know, same with the HTTP protocol. We all know this is HTTP 200 for a successful response that the server actually responded back to you. Not what it responded with, but just in general, it responded back to you. That is quite good. So okay, so there are a couple of commands you can use to list. I guess ls the idea here, so let me just type it in. Yes, ls is directory listing. Don't ask me why it's not called dl for directory listing. It's called ls. So I don't know what it stands for really. What is the command used to download? It's called get, not hey. They should definitely change it. We have the flag, we're gonna post it, and we're done. And in case you missed that, you know, the flag was just something we did right here. You know, we connected to the FTP server, like FTP the IP address. The easiest thing to do, and just typing anonymous and try. Oh, I did it, anonymous. And the password was just, you know, nothing. I didn't type anything, just pressed enter. Sometimes you also need to provide the word anonymous, or yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen that many times, but I've seen it a few times actually. I don't know why, but I just did. Maybe it was just a user the owner of the box created in order to make it, you know, a bit more weird. I don't know. So we pwned it, and we are done with the second room now. And that basically means that it shut down the room for us. It did, so let's shut it down. And wow, we can do the third one, dancing. Okay, it's a Windows box. I don't like Windows. let's spawn it and see how I do with this. So this is spawning, and while it's spawning, we can look up some of the questions here. What does SMB stands for? I really don't know. So let me just, if I need to do that, just go SMB, and you get this server message block, and this is the answer you need to provide here probably soon. And if you want to learn about what an SMB server is, then you're gonna go ahead and just read this Danish, what it's like. What is? You can type that all based in Google. It is a protocol networking file sharing protocol. So basically, it's a common thing there are on these boxes you're gonna hack, because it's easy to do, and it's easy to compromise, and it's quite a thing, I know. So let's copy the IP one more time. The new box, clear this, go ping it, and we can ping it. We can also just start the nmap scan one more time. And now that we learned the tag S capitalized V, we can do a version scan, asking nmap to detect the version and the original service running on the ports. The service you see right here is basically just like a static list nmap knows to give it. So now I actually got real list here. So it would seem it's the same. We've also got some more names, wouldn't necessarily say version numbers, but we've got some more information. So server message block. There we go. What port does SMB use to operate at? We can go back into an image scan and see that we have 4 different, 3 different ports open. We have the something MSRPC, the NetBS SNN, and the Microsoft DS. And we say, where's the SMB? Where is it? So maybe we need to do a full port scan. I'm just gonna do like a TAG-P tag. I have no idea. Not really that good with Windows, so I'm also gonna learn something right now, I guess. I'm more like a Linux type of, hacking guy, as you probably noticed if you watch my videos. So while this is running, we can go back and say like what port, probably 139, you can post that. No, it is not. So just a guess. And the hint is that we simple using the representation can get you the result, also googling the port. So okay, so we actually got the result. Is it 445? Is that was it called in Windows? I must say that it was true. So I guess that is the way we answered. And what is the service name for port 445 that came up with Meow scan? So oops. So they're trying to cheat us, I guess. This is the Microsoft DS. So we're gonna take that. And I don't really know what that is. We can go to Google and just paste in this. This is what you're basically gonna do. And it says like Microsoft DS is what? So like what is one more time? Here's a name given for used by SMBs, blah blah, mainly Windows. No, sorry. Okay, so yeah, that is the way we find out. So what is the flag or switch we can use with the SMB tool to list the content or shares? I have no idea, to be honest. The acronym, the flag, stands for list, and it proceeds with the flag or switch we can use. Is it tag L they want me to type? Oh, yeah. How many shares are there in dancing? Now they're asking one. Okay, this is taking forever. One more time to do a share. I would say necessarily scan, but we're gonna get the shares now. And again, we need to press this one here and say SMB client tag L to find the shares, and then we need to supply the IP address. So basically, I'm gonna clear the screen here. This is the IP address. This is how I'm copy pasting these days. I guess that would be it. And I don't know. Press enter. So we're gonna get this list here and see we have share name 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna get this as our answer. I'm gonna type 4, and that is correct. What is the name of a share we're able to access in the end with a blank password? So I'm gonna go back here and look, and it would look like that it would be work shares. So I would say, since there is nothing else going on there, work shares is gonna be my answer. What is the command we can use to download files? I don't quite remember. Is it get still? Sorry, not dbt, get. Thank you. And now we're gonna probably go ahead and connect to this SMB. And one more time, I'm just gonna say that there is no direct help here. So we need to figure out how to connect to this work group called Workspaces. So I don't remember if I, in my cheat sheet, do have a SMB. So we can go ahead and type SMB. No. So if you don't have that, and need to do it, and just bring back the Windows so we have it. I probably suggest you go ahead and visit like HackTricks. There we go. It's very interesting, good website. Let's just jump right into it because we know this here. So we're gonna go to the search bar and type SMB. There we go. And I guess just pen testing that would be a good idea to start with, because then they talk about different ports 445 and stuff like that, and they talk about your shares, the enumeration. Search exploit, this is something you need to look through. And I know the command when I see it, but I don't remember it because it's something I just almost never type. So this would be probably the command we should try. This one there, and go ahead with this. And we can go ahead and type in the IP address here. /workshares and see what we get. Oh, it says null user. Error status, no workgroup available, unable to connect. Let me just remove this one here. I don't know it. Maybe you did something wrong. This is, by the way, the thing. So it says shares, no pass, connect using. Oh, we don't need to list anything anymore. That is true. So let's just remove all this. Press enter. Now we're in. So ls, and then we got some files. We have get amy.j and get James. So we can open a new file explorer now and probably say cat a. We don't have Amy. Was that the way? Can we cat it directly out? No. Files directory. Oh, it's directories. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Amy. Work notes. We're gonna get work notes. Go one back and cd into James. And then get the flag. There we go. Go to the other window here and say cat flag. There we have it. And go back to HackTheBox and paste it in. So, alright guys, so it's becoming a long video. I really want to just share with you the first three, rooms here on HackTheBox. I'm definitely some things that I need to brush up a bit, but I can find out, it really, I know if you're gonna do like these challenges where you do something with hacking against each other, you obviously need to learn a few more basic commands by hand. But the way that I do it and the way we should do it, you know, especially for learning, understanding, you have this lookup knowledge. You know, I just looked up on hacks tricks, and then I got the command needed. Basically, just started reading. Oh yeah, I don't need the. We could do no pass, then probably not click, you know, one more time. That doesn't really matter. Press enter one more time. We could probably just, you know, avoid that. But you know, who cares about that? So I think my honest opinion about this is, you know, yeah, you get this starting point. I'm zoomed in. I'm gonna zoom out now into normal zoom level. As you can see, you know, we can complete all this. And we have one more room to complete. Then we get to the VIP rooms, and I would not be, if I'm spawning that, you know, I cannot. I need to pay now, and the monthly pay is $14 a month or $20 a month for VIP and evolution of the VIP offering. So you get personal machine instances and unlimited pwn box. Or if you're gonna do like the $14 version, you're gonna get like 191st VI retired machines. Of course, you get all this if you get VIP. 100 retired challenges, 24-hour pwn box per month. You know, you don't even need that if you have your own machine, and you can just connect to it with OpenVPN and just like I did. Official machine write-ups, isolated VIP servers, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'm free and I get all this, you know. I still get stuff to do. It's alright, but you know, calling something a starting point and then not being able to complete it without paying. HackTheBox can do that better. Just my personal opinion. I would still recommend TryHackMe over HackTheBox any time of the day. Still, if HackTheBox changed, you know, the starting point to be free, you know, I would expect this to be free. It's just 6 rooms, right? And then we have complete or whatever. We're gonna do that in future videos, but and see how far we can get. But you know, I'm never gonna get 100% this because I'm not paying for HackTheBox and TryHackMe at the same time. I still like TryHackMe better, but I think when you get started with HackTheBox, you can find, I would say, better challenges. HackTheBox start at, you know, probably what they call a somewhat medium access level compared to TryHackMe, because even though that TryHackMe introduces you a lot more different kind of things really fast, HackTheBox do have a learning curve that is bigger than TryHackMe. And I'm just gonna say that, you know, if if HackTheBox upgraded themselves a bit on this, they could win a lot of audience and upgrade the interface. It is too dark. It is, I don't know if you can change it anyways. I don't really care, but it should definitely not be this dark, and should attract, you know, a different kind of people as well. Back in the days, if I'm not mistaken, I think HackTheBox was one of those sites that kind of required you to hack your way into the login in order to even register yourself. I was like, wow, that is a really weird business model, but it was the way of saying if you're worthy enough, you can get access to it. Now, it sounds like that I'm really, you know, punching on HackTheBox. I'm a little bit, but I'm also gonna say that I feel that HackTheBox got a lot of stuff to learn me. I hope you can learn something from it too, and I really just want to share my starting experience with it. And for you that already know HackTheBox a lot, you did it for a long time, all this I'm saying now, you might say like, it's just one day and you're over it, you know. I know, but in one day you can lose a customer. I'm just saying that I feel like more gamification when I want to hack something. That's probably the audience saying, but TryHackMe is too easy, you need to do HackTheBox. I know everything of these kind of conversations, but I'm basically just gonna say, and I hope that you agree with me in some way, that, you know, HackTheBox deserves a try. Let's give it a try out, okay? And see how far we're gonna get it. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, by the way, and I just want to make it as honest as I can, and without any clips. I do have a few times when I pause the video waiting for an app scan, but just not to waste time. So until next time, gotta have a really nice one, and don't do something that I wouldn't do, whatever that is.